throw, 2nd and 5. It's covered, and he does what he does well. Takes off for the first down. Big hit at the back end. Tack 15 onto that. And Jones gets up. Looks to be okay.
To try and slow down that Cowboys pass rush.
It's a run for Barkley this time. Good opening as Barkley. It's about 9 yards. Parsons tracing back. It's a calf injury. Not going tonight. 2nd and 4. Cowboys bring the heat. Jones runs away from it with space. And Daniel Jones takes it to the 15-yard line. So now 3rd and 7. Snap gets past Jones, who just has to fall on it as Parsons closes in on him. And the Giants' good-looking drive is going to end in a long field goal attempt. Crushed rubber that they lay at the bottom of these field turf surfaces. Graham Gano, the veteran, 36 years old. Great breakthrough by Thomas, who blocked it. And Igbenogany has it for Dallas. Noah Igbenogany stays in bounds, and the Cowboys special teams gets the first score of the year. Touchdown, Dallas.
Ends in disaster.
And Brandon Aubrey's first kick is a miss. Rookie out of Notre Dame, never kicked in college football, was drafted in the MLS. Yeah, showed up on the injury report on Friday. 3rd and 10. Cowboys bring 4. Jones up the middle, thrown down by Micah Parsons. On 3rd and 4. Dak's got 4 out there, throws it over the top, and wide open C.D. Lamb. Stopped it and goes. Lamb down the sideline to the 20-yard line and knocked out of bounds at the 19. And 2nd and 1 inside run. Pollard got the first down and tackled by Michael McFadden with athletics, but had his chance to start kicking. Kicked in the USFL the last couple of years, and he's made his first NFL field goal. 3rd and 19. Jones gets it out. Barkley got hit, fumbled right in the air, and it flies into the hands for a touchdown of DeRon Bland.
And what he's taught Trayvon Diggs already.
Designed run. Jones can't get there. Again, it's Bell. Giants defense tries to make a statement on 3rd and 12. Dak scans, fires for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete, but a flag on the rookie Trey Hawkins.
Pass interference, defense, number 37. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul.
Their pass rushers in for 3rd and 8. Pollard out of the backfield. He is stopped, and that's the new Giant, Isaiah Simmons. They go empty, and Dak throws it underneath. Held onto by Cooks. The big hit doesn't matter. It's a first down. Take care of him, and the throw is dropped. Jake Ferguson trying to secure it and turn up for the first down. He couldn't. And we'll have a 38-yard field goal attempt. The make from 21 and the missed extra point. Operation is good, and Aubrey knocks it through. He drew a couple of pass interferences. Saw him throw a good key block on a play earlier today in the Ravens' victory. The Ravens suffered several injuries in that one. See if the Giants can get anything going. Jones running for his life. Throws it back across. A flag down. Was Jones in bounds? It's ruled a pick on the field by Stephon Gilmore. Comes up with the pick. Back to Tony Pollard in the backfield. Dak looking up top. Caught by Brandon Cooks. Down to the 22-yard line. The pickup of about 15 or 16. The 1st and 10 from the 11. And Dak keeps it. Gets the block from Ferguson. He goes to the 5-yard line. 3rd and 1. Pitch to Pollard. To the edge. Cuts it inside and scores. Daniel Jones only 1 of 6. There's another completion. His second one. First one to Darren Waller. All right, show me this boxing you're talking about.
Anybody can rush.
3rd and 1. Jones pulls it, throws it. It is caught by Waller. 3rd and 12. Jones running for his life again. Taking off past midfield, pushed out of bounds by Van Der Esch. 4th and 5. Matt Breida, the back for the Giants. And Jones escapes again, stops, throws across his body. Waller brings it in for the first down at the 26-yard line. Good looking play and a gain of 23.
You have to get him the ball in space somehow.
3rd and 5, he escapes there. Jones goes to him, and Barkley. Good move to slow down the defender, Jaron Kearse, and get the first down. Giants, 1st and 10. Desperate for a score. Jones tries to get away, can't do it. Dorrance Armstrong coming off the edge. The 3rd sack of Jones here tonight. 5 completions for Jones, none to wide receivers. The 19 thought better of it and took the punishment. It'll be a gain of a yard. And Gano missed it to the left. So Gano missed 3 all year. Misses 2 here in the first half. First down for Dak from the 25. That slant is caught. Michael Gallup. 3rd and 2. The Giants bring 3. And the pass through a lot of bodies is caught by C.D. Lamb. 48-yard line. Jake Ferguson leads the way for Pollard. To the 23-yard line, Tony Pollard with a gain of 25. C.D. Lamb running around, throw the other way. Pollard with blocking, lost the football, and of course, that's the way the night goes. Right to Dallas, the center, Tyler Biotis was down there to recover. You see the numbers in his pass protection the last couple of years. Lipke, the fullback, leads. Pollard bounces. The Cowboys score again. Touchdown number 2 for Tony Pollard on the night.
A bound.
Giants start from 25-yard line. Jones, the throw on the run. Nothing there, but he'll gain 9 yards. Very close to the first down as he scoots out of bounds. And Dable just pushed that punt unit right back to the sideline. Go for it on 4th down to Barkley, who got it for the first down. Out of bounds in front of Trayvon Diggs, who Melissa was just speaking about. Look at Jalen Hyatt in motion. 3rd and 12. Cowboys coming again. And they get to Jones for a 6th time. Take it all in, all around those beautiful bridges of that great city. 3rd and 10. Prescott protected again. His pass incomplete. Giants had it covered downfield. Brandon Cooks was the intended receiver. Pollard and Barkley as Saquon on cue hits it for a run of 17 yards, 18 yards.
Franchise tags on top of it. He never gets the open market his entire career.
Jones throws here. Darius Slayton with the catch. Right near the first down mark of the 48. He's about a half yard short. Giants will a la Eagles and push to the quarterback, and they'll get the first down across the 48-yard line. Neal, the 7th overall pick in 2022, this year 2. Jones again running, flag is down, pass is incomplete with Gilmore covering. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, Rob Hyland, our producer, Drew Escoff, our director. We begin the 4th, at number 4, Dak Prescott back to the air and complete. To the 32-yard line, it is C.D. Lamb for 18 yards.
1,359 yards last year, over 100 catches.
Pollard inside run. Pollard for a dozen yards. Young man from Memphis who was such a star during his college days in Memphis. So Richards making his NFL debut. At left tackle, Prescott goes inside. Punt by Turpin. He's right at the mark for the first down. 3rd and goal. Toss to Turpin. Using the speed to the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Uso Diggy-Zula having a big night. It has been a rough go so far for Daniel Jones.
There's a throw that is complete, and Isaiah Hodgins on the run. And, of course, the ball comes out, and the Cowboys pick it up. Israel Mukwamu comes up with it for Dallas.
The ruling on the field is a catch, fumble, recovered by Dallas. First down.
10 to go. 3rd and 3. And it is Vaughn trying to get to the edge. McFadden will help erase it with Darnay Holmes. And the Cowboys punting unit will come on to kick it away.
He was second-team All-American at LSU. Ends up a fifth-round draft pick because of some of those issues, but he could be a factor this year.
On that LSU championship team. This is Lawrence Cager, fourth-year man out of Georgia, started his college career at Miami.
I think it's probably almost Daniel Jones going, hey, I got us into this mess. Let me just keep going. And there's something about a football team, and in particular your quarterback.
Screen relieved the pressure with Matt Breida, and he loses the football. Paris Campbell jumps on it for the Giants.
But they have only begun to unwrap what they're going to do from a pressure standpoint. I know they have a bunch left on that play sheet that they didn't get to tonight. They didn't have to.
4th and 14, and pressure. Great sign of respect from Dallas. And
good job, Mike. Congrats, buddy. Great job.
a dominant performance by Mike McCarthy.